What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video has been probably, if not the most highly requested video, one of the most highly requested videos ever on my channel. A light intercept guide. Specifically, a light intercept guide. Now, making a general intercept guide would be useful, right, for the general player base. And that is something that I would like to do. But to specifically talk about light intercepts is a niche that a lot of people strive to improve upon, and it's been requested probably more than most content ever requested on my channel in comments on live streams, is to do a light intercept guide and go over it. So I'm going to take you guys in depth. I'm going to pull the curtain back and tell you all the things that I know about light intercepting, reach, a distance that the character animation pulls you, the difference between the two, looking at how far a character moves to the hitbox, so many different things. This is going to be very much a showcase video, and it's educational at the same time. It's like an educational showcase video. This isn't going to be like a skill showcase for me. You know, I'm just showing you how I know and what I do so that you can learn and see how I do it. So we're going to start off here with one of the characters that I believe to have the best reach and the best push forward. I don't like to say push back because it's the opposite of what you're doing. The best reach and the best push. So you're going to notice in this video that I talk about these two specific things. There's the reach of your light attack and how far the character pushes so that the hitbox is in the vicinity of the opponent. So a character like a Guillotine 2099 has a great light hitbox and great reach. She pushes herself very far, and there's a lot of room to like hit the opponent with that sword hit. So I'm going to show that off now, and then I'll talk about the difference. I'll show you why Nick Fury has like a good hitbox but no reach, how Venom has great reach but like a smaller hitbox. Bullseye has a great reach but like he pushes himself too far, so then if you're not in the proper position, he can push himself too close. So there is so you just got to follow my brain here for a second, because there's like super nitty-gritty detail that goes into like spacing, positioning, timing for light intercepts. A character like Bullseye, we're going to show off Guillotine and Bullseye first, okay? We're going to show off Guillotine and Bullseye. So Guillotine is like the bread and butter, one of the best intercepts in the entire game, in my opinion. Light intercepts, to be specific. She just has the reach, and she doesn't push herself so far that you can't recover for a dash back, whereas Bullseye sometimes has that issue where if you go for a light attack intercept, you push yourself far, you push yourself too far, you can't dash back for a dodge or a parry, and you get hit. So just follow me. I know I'm saying a lot of words. You might not know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I mean, okay? We're going to jump in here, and we're not going to go for the solo. We're not trying to do a solo here. We're just showing off the light intercept. So as you can see, I went for a light there, and I didn't get it. Okay, perfect example. I went for a light, I didn't get it. Red Hulk started to walk up in medium, but I had enough time to push myself back with a dash back and not be punished for going for a light intercept. That is one of the things that makes Guillotine specifically one of the best overall light intercepts, in my opinion, in the entire game. That ability to recover. So now I'm going to try to back up here. Now, light backdrafting, like I'll show in a second here, is technically a light intercept, but it's a light backdraft intercept. A pure light intercept is something entirely different. So this is a light backdraft. You're doing a backdraft intercept with a light attack instead of a medium attack. That is a form of light intercept, but it is not the specific light intercept that we're talking about today. The one I'm talking about today is as follows. Is going to be this. That right there. That is a pure light intercept. Now, there is nuance to landing light intercepts. There's timing, there's nuance, and there's the ability to recover. So as you can see, I'm going for light intercepts. If you miss the first light, you can tap and sometimes land the second and or third light attack. I'll try to show that in this video. Okay, that was on me for missing the intercept, and there was a little bit of lag there too. So I'm going to knock Red Hulk back, and again, you're going to see pure light intercept right there. I went for an additional light, but I'm trying to like show it off, so I'm delaying. So it's harder to show that in a natural setting because there we go, perfect. That was a second light intercept. Okay, I did it without even trying to do it. That right there is a second light intercept. So you can do second, third, sometimes even fourth. It just depends on like the character animation and what the opponent is doing. But right there, I went for a first light intercept and I missed. But Red Hulk was still walking up to me. So I still had time within my light attack animation to throw another light attack, the same timing, to land an intercept. Again, Guillotine 2099 is like the bread and butter. If you use Guillotine well, that intercept just takes you to the moon. So right there, you're seeing again that Guillotine has the ability to recover, as I did a couple of times in this clip. If I go for a light and I don't land it, I have the ability and time to recover with a dash back or recover with an additional light like I just did right there. So let's show Bullseye now. Bullseye is sort of a great example of super far-reaching, like, push forward. He pushes himself very far with the light attack. But if you don't land it, his recovery is not as fast, and you might be getting hit. So I'll try to show off, like, success and failures like I did with Guillotine inadvertently here. So I'm going to go for a pure light intercept here. Right there. Okay, I missed, and you see, I was able to recover. But if I missed and Red Hulk went for an attack, I would have gotten hit. Like, right there. I missed the light intercept, and Red Hulk was easily able to hit me. Bullseye pushes himself very far. But he's got great reach. The far-pushing nature of Bullseye's light attack allows him to land intercepts well. The only issue is, if you are not fast enough on the recovery, then Bullseye has the potential to get hit. So, see? And right there, I went for a second light intercept, but I wasn't fast enough on the recovery because Bullseye pushes himself too far. So, again, do you see how far, I might do a freeze frame. Did you see how far Bullseye goes forward? He pushes himself forward. But the hitbox is not as large as Guillotine's sword. So because his hitbox is smaller than Guillotine's sword, he can land the intercepts, but you have to be more precise with the timing. So all the timing is relatively the same for landing a light intercept, but if the hitbox is smaller, if you miss and you push yourself too far like Bullseye can do, there's a chance you get hit, you can either die, you lose health, whatever the case may be. So with Bullseye, there's a second light intercept successfully with Bullseye. There's a failed one. That was not really a failed one. That was more just tapping the screen and seeing what happened. But look how far Bullseye pushes himself. Trying to back up here. He pushes himself basically a full, or like almost a full dash back's length forward. So how far you dash back, Bullseye pushes himself with that first light attack forward. Not exactly how far, but relatively, like a shallow dash back, or a character that has sort of a more of a hobble dash back, like Kate Bishop, who doesn't dash back as far. That direction is forward motion for Bullseye's first light attack. So I'll do a couple more just pure light intercepts here with Bullseye. Intentionally whiffing light attacks is also a great way to bait specials, as you've been seeing. As you can see, I missed. Red Hulk was able to get a counter on me because I missed, and I do not have the ability to push myself back from missing that light. There's a second light from Bullseye. Gonna go for a heavy knockdown. Block. I missed again, so again, it's all about timing. There's a successful one, and the hitbox is important. Go for a light backdraft. Light backdrafts are definitely more consistent, but the timing on pure lights is way more precise. So as you can see, I'm trying to land one right here. There we go. We landed one. And there you go. So that's sort of a difference between Guillotine, who has very decent push forward and a great hitbox, versus Bullseye, who has great push forward, but the hitbox is smaller. Now let me show you Nick Fury. So Nick Fury has a fairly good hitbox, but his reach is very, very small, and you're going to see that right now. So Nick Fury going for a light attack really doesn't push himself forward at all, but he's got a solid hitbox. So as you can see, right there, not a lot of room. He doesn't really go forward at all. Compared to Bullseye and Guillotine, he does not go forward. There's a light attack intercept from Fury. There's a missed one from me. Getting a little pummeled here. Go for a heavy knockdown. Try to go for another light. There we go. Here, light. I turned on the combo tracker so you can see the exact timing for when I throw the light attack. That was totally on me. I should not have gone for a light attack there. You want to be very conservative with your light attack intercept attempts when the opponent has bars of power. If you have good recovery characters like a Guillotine, you can be a lot more liberal with it. There's a third light intercept with Nick Fury. I went for the first two, didn't land it. Red Hulk wasn't dashing. I waited until he dashed, landed the third one. Right there, I missed the second one. I should not have gone for that second one because Red Hulk started dashing. I was too quick with the second one. I should not have gone light, light. I should have gone light, wait, light. Because if he started dashing, I probably would have landed it. Go for another heavy attack knockdown here to just push him back. There's another light intercept. There's another one. Right there, I went for it, but I wasn't fast enough. Red Hulk beat me to it. Sometimes that happens too. You go for a light, you're just not fast enough. The animation doesn't happen quick enough. The hitbox is not grand enough to, like, win the fight, essentially, to win the match. And by the match, I mean, like, the collision of the two characters. If Red Hulk's hitbox is bigger, he's going to get the strike, not me. So that's what just happened there. I was like a tad bit slow, and my hitbox really couldn't activate. I threw the light attack, but I just missed. Go for one more knockdown, one more intercept, and then I will show off Wong. Go for a little walk up. Red Hulk is not playing ball. And again, I'm missing. I should not just be wailing light attacks into the air, but for the sake of the showcase, I'm showing you what happens if you do that. To strategically go for it, and, like, intentionally go for it in a real fight, I wouldn't just be trying to go for all light intercepts. There you go. There's one more, and we'll get one more for good measure. Right there. So, that's Nick Fury. Pretty decent hitbox, but does not push himself far enough. So you need to be precise with that timing because you don't have the room to push yourself forward to land the intercept. So that's just another iteration of this whole thing. So now let's look at Wong. Wong is very similar to Guillotine in the sense that he's got very good reach, very good hitbox, and he can push himself back from and miss a light intercept if the opponent's not playing ball. So go for a little knockdown here. Walk up. He didn't want to go for the second one, so I stopped. Didn't want to go for the first one. I dash back. See, Wong is able to recover. There's a second light from Wong. It's all about timing. It's all about nuance. That's why I have the combo tracker on. There's a second light from Wong again. There's a first light from Wong. Wong, very, very similar to Guillotine. There you go. There's a first light from Wong. Didn't want to go for the second one, so I stopped. There's another first light from Wong. There's a first light from Wong when the opponent has a bar of power. And again, because again, if they throw the special attack, you have time to dash back after the light and prevent yourself from getting hit. So there's the Wong showcase with the light intercepts. Again, just similar to Guillotine in the sense that he's got that reach, he's got that hitbox, and he has the time to recover. Now, I probably shouldn't show Venom because he's going to kill Red Hulk really fast. So let me show Venom against Star-Lord here. So a fight that Venom is going to last a long time in. Venom has unbelievable reach and a very good hitbox. The thing about Venom is his reach is so good that, kind of similar to Bullseye, if you miss and the opponent either doesn't dash or kind of walks up and then hits you, then you're at the mercy of the opponent hitting you. But Venom has fantastic reach and fantastic hitbox. So, as you can see, Venom pushes himself very far. I mean, Star-Lord was basically dashing back, and I hit him as he was dashing back. That's how far Venom's reach is. So I'm going to stay back here. And even a second light from Venom is still going to connect. Venom is a fantastic champion to intercept with. You just can't get super overzealous because if you miss, like there, right there, if I would have gone for that third light, Star-Lord would have absolutely been close enough to just tap me with a light, tap me with a medium, and go into a full combo. So you have to be aware of when you're throwing those light attacks. Right there, beta special. Perfect example. Absolutely beautiful example. I threw my light attack. I got close, but I didn't hit Star-Lord. Because I didn't hit Star-Lord or hit his block, Star-Lord could immediately, boom, retaliate and hit me. So that's the risk of running characters like a Venom or a Venom Pool, someone like that. You push yourself so far, and your hitbox is great, yes, but because you push yourself so far, it's almost too far. And because it's almost too far, you kind of run the risk of, well, if I push myself close, but I'm not close enough, something like that can happen, like it just did. Warlock is a very, very similar case to where if you push yourself too close, Venom, Venom Pool, Warlock all have that crazy light reach. Amazing for sidestepping. That's a whole different concept that I can cover in a different video. But they push themselves too close. Like, see, right there, I did it again. I pushed myself. Star-Lord didn't dash. I wasn't close enough to hit his block, so Star-Lord was able to initially react. Because if I hit his block, he can't do the immediate react. I just would have hit his block, you know? Right there, perfect. Another perfect example. I went for it, I missed, Star-Lord hits me. Right there, I went for it, I missed, I was able to dash back because I wasn't close enough to where Star-Lord goes for the immediate hit and I can't get out of the way. There's one where I land the intercept. Gonna dash back again. Another thing to note for light backdrafts, going for a slight block in between the combo, like that, incentivizes the opponent to dash back and also gives you a lot more control of when you're dashing and when you're throwing your light. Medium, light, 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 block. Light, 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 block. Light, light, light. You don't have to go for the block super long, and you don't have to go for the block at all. But if you do dash back with your left thumb, you immediately go for a miniature block as you're dashing back. So, medium, light, 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 no hard block. And you see, I missed there. So there's a lot more control in going for the slowdown. But again, you can still get hit on either of them. It's not like one of them is more successful consistently. Light, light, dash back. Star-Lord's just not going for it, ironically. Medium, light, light. No hard block. Light, light, light. Doing a little delay before you dash back also incentivizes the opponent to chase you. They follow you on the dash back. Medium, light, 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 light. There you go, see? So both methods work, it's just different ways. Block, light, 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 medium, medium. Now we're just going to kill Star-Lord, basically. I might as well finish the fight since we're this deep in. Just show off more of the intercepts for Venom here. These are light backdrafts. Let's go for some standard pure lights. Right there, I just caught Star-Lord on his dashback. That wasn't even a light intercept. I was just catching him. There you go, pure light. Light dashback. Bait Star-Lord special 2. go for a double light on Venom, or a second light, should I say. Very risky. You don't always have to go for that. There's another second light for Venom. And let's just finish the fight here. We should be able to just go for this. And Star-Lord dies from the special 3, most likely. So, that, my friends, is a comprehensive breakdown of light intercepts. I have the combo tracker on. I'm explaining everything that I'm doing as I'm doing it. It doesn't get much more, like, I can't really go any further because that's about as far as it can go without living in my mind and seeing how the game works and like, seeing the reaction time. I can't teach reaction time. You know, that's just something that everybody has to different degrees. So that's sort of the only thing here that's going to be, you know, on a person-to-person basis is the reaction time. Knowing when to go for it, knowing when you can recover, knowing when it's okay to go for a pure light, when you want to go for a light dashback, or a light, backdraft. There's a couple of different ways to do it, but hopefully this video gives a good visual representation of sort of the types of spacing, the character, like the distance that light attacks push different characters, and when it's safe and when it's not safe to go for light intercepts. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was informative and entertaining. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing and also hitting the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.